Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Bag Fries podcast.
Hey, folks, it's me, Kevin Tickett, and Bruce Gray, here to bring you a special Valentine's Day edition.
Yeah, this is a sexy Valentine's Day
It is,
edition.
it is. We might make out, who knows, you never know.
Let's get the bottom juice. It's a bottom juice flowing.
We need to get the bottom juice. I haven't prepped to get I want to say butt fucked, but it just feels wrong.
To say butt fucked?
Yeah, bum bumped. Or bum rushed.
I don't think...
Is that what bum rush means?
I don't think that gay dudes say butt fuck.
No, I don't
think they were like, wow, I met this awesome guy last night and we really hit it off.
Yeah.
And, we ended up butt fucking.
All that and more on this week's episode of Bag Fries.
Also, hey, everybody.
Please. Please. Bruce has a plug.
Full Circle Brewing in Fresno, California this weekend. Friday, 8 p.m., I believe. Fuck. Shit. Hold on.
And I won't be there.
No, dude, but you know.
But Bruce will be there.
This is a Fresno-based podcast.
It is. There's a lot of Fresno folks.
Well, that's why I'm make sure I say it up top.
Go out and see Bruce. Support Bruce. Who's going with you?
Cooper Lyden. Very funny.
Eh.
February 17th, 8 p.m., 712 Fulton Street. $15. So if you're looking to shoot me in the fucking head, if you are like a John Hinckley kind of guy, or
Junior,
John
Hinckley Jr.
Oh yeah, who's the guy who
John
shot
Hinckley the third?
Who shot the Beatle?
Oh,
John Lennon. What was that guy's name?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
who was reading Great Gatsby. If you have some kind of like mental illness and you have like developed an obsession and you think that we're talking directly to you on this podcast, that's where I'll be.
Yeah. No, somebody's reading the Jared from Subway book, and they're like, I think it's inspiring to kill Bruce. I don't know.
The big pants story.
Yeah. Jared and the Big Pants. It's a kid's book.
Yeah, it's a pop-up book. And
it's
him holding the big pants and he pops up. Yeah, I just read Bill Clinton's new book. It's a pop-up. Folks.
Beautiful. Dude, it's we're recording it during the day.
Monday afternoon,
and it's weird.
Why is it weird?
It's weird.
I like it.
The sun getting out. I'm awake though. I slept for like 10 hours. It never happens.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like recording during the day, I think.
Yeah.
I feel more energized because usually we're kind of trying to fit it in last minute with it. Yeah, dude, speaking of fitting it in last minute. But we're usually kind of trying to fit it in last minute, and there's a lot of stuff. Like we almost recorded last night at like 11 p.m. But
yeah,
good thing we didn't.
I mean,
let's wait till Monday. Do it in the afternoon. You came over.
Yeah,
I was filling out my planner. I ate a spinach salad for lunch.
Delicious.
It's pretty cool. Pretty good stuff.
We did Super Bowl.
Top secret Super Bowl party.
Dude, it was sick, man.
Went off without a hitch.
I had a good time
at the comedy store, a secret comedy store party.
Yeah,
closed for business.
It was legit.
It was very fun.
I was with Pepitone at another Super Bowl party.
Johnny Pemberton.
Yeah, and
Johnny Pemberton.
Yeah. No, who else was there? There was a couple of guys that I hadn't seen in a while for various reasons of social media things, and I was like, "Oh shit, they're here!"
Like, wait, what? Now I want to know what's going on. What did they do that made you not see them for a while?
I'm pretty sure there was some inappropriate late night Instagram messages to people that
Roseanne Barr?
Yeah, Roseanne Barr was there.
Josh, the guy from Rick and Morty?
It's a guy nobody would know.
Do I know him?
Yeah, you would.
I want to know.
It was James Austin Johnson from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah. Is that true?
No. It was another guy with three names who wasn't able to get tagged on Instagram. And
write the name. I want to know who it is. You have to write it down so I can know who it is.
Well, here's what you got to do. Here's what you do.
No, just write the name. It's easy. Just write his name.
No, I'll tell you later.
No,
this type
I'm not going to say. Now I'm juiced up about the story, and I have to know personally.
Well, hold on.
Just write the name down.
I can't remember the full.
Oh my God.
The moment that I said it, I was like, I can't remember what the name was.
Fuck? Anyways, dude, it was a fucking fun-ass Super Bowl party. Rihanna was demonic, and she was trying to break up the nuclear family on stage.
She really was. And it was...
No, it was... The halftime show was great, and people were talking shit about it, but fuck them, dude.
It was supposed to be a family-style show, though. You know what I mean?
Who are you going to have on there? Fucking the Wiggles, dude?
I mean...
Literally, there's nobody that could do anything that publicly nowadays and not get some kind of flack online.
Yeah, that's true. But like when what's her face flashed a titty, Remember that?
Ooh, dude. If Rihanna would have flashed a titty yesterday, we were watching it on a big projector at the Comedy Store. Oh, fuck that guy. That guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking loser.
He stole one of my jokes years ago.
But yeah, because he's a fucking loser. Remember, because I don't want to get too deep into it, but it's like these just fucking. I hate that. I've never talked to that guy in my entire life,
Yeah.
but I fucking hate that guy.
You probably guys know who people like that, that are just like around.
People
You know
who
what I mean?
talk shit about the way that people say things or get in trouble for saying certain words, and then they say the same thing.
And then you find out they've been soliciting women online for
I didn't even know that part.
decades. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like these. I'm also fired up right now about how much I fucking hate alternative comedy because of the fucking situation we went through last night.
Dude,
God, I'm
it
so
was
mad.
wild.
Dude,
but here's the thing, like
what?
I'm
fucking
always
mad still.
keep that fire in your belly, but I've always identified with my style of comedy. If my style of comedy was naked by itself, not knowing about Hollywood, not knowing about the scenes at all, I would put myself in an alternative comedy spot because I'm
Yeah, but
fucking weird. But when
Last
I
night
tried
wasn't
it-
even weird alternative comedy. It was like cool guy alternative comedy.
Yeah, but
Oh,
there
I wanted to kill myself.
Dude,
last
it
night.
was so bad because guys were just like on stage laughing at themselves.
Yeah, it's like,
no,
man,
like-
that's a certain group of people who are like talking. They are doing comedy. They think they're too cool to do actual stand-up comedy.
Yes. Yeah,
So whenever
yeah.
they're on stage, they're like, man, it's like so stupid, bro.
Yeah.
And they talk like that, but they are white guys.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just like, it's like,
Yo, I was-
this shit's fucking, this whole show is like, there's a full room of people like
Yeah.
begging to laugh.
Yeah.
Man, this whole shit's so fucking stupid. And it's like, who gives a fuck about
Dude.
and it's different in New York. And people that are,
I
okay.
hated it, dude. I was so annoyed. I've never left you hanging before. So
I
Bruce-
left myself hanging. I left the show before I went up because I was put in such a bad mood.
dude. Yeah, because I was with Bruce because we went to the Super Bowl thing, and
I
he's
left
like,
the Super Bowl, my own Super Bowl party that I put together with
Yeah.
the help of, I hate to bring up their name on this podcast, the gentleman from the Big Humble podcast, Matt Lockwood and Morgan Mizell. We
Yeah.
called a one-day truce ceasefire and put together a banging Super Bowl party at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
Went
It
off without a
was.
hitch.
It was amazing.
It's very hard to have a party at the Comedy Store without it getting fucking leaked to a bunch of turds, and it did not get leaked to a bunch of turds.
yeah.
It was nice.
Dude, when I told Eddie I was going over there, he's like, "They having a party?"
Yeah, you should have brought him. He would have.
I tried to get
Everybody would have
him.
been stoked.
Yeah. I tried to get him to come, but he was.
You try to get him to come, dude? Ew! You were bum rushing Eddie. You guys were butt fucking.
Dude, he's never had a
Anal sex?
No, a prostate orgasm. So I was like, buddy, let's get this done.
Yeah,
you know?
let's
Like,
get to bottom. I'm drinking my bottom juice. Dude, so fucking I leave the show is at like 9:30, and I want to preface all of this by saying that the guy who booked me on the show is very, truly, remarkably funny, remarkably talented. I respect him infinitely.
Yeah.
I think he's literally like a fucking. I legitimately think he's a genius. Like he is
Really?
He's very smart, and I like him a
Okay.
lot. But
he's smart.
he's hilarious. He's legitimately very smart, and like he's really like.
I've never seen the guy before.
He's
so-
He's a very cool dude.
Okay.
I like him a
Well,
lot.
he's very cool. I felt that the last night.
But he's like doing a lot of cool shit right now.
Okay.
And so, but that's why I said yes to the show. I got him
Yeah.
to do a show Super Bowl night at like 9:30. It's after the game, and
already a bad decision
the only reason I said yes
is because the guy has got
because I like the guy,
yeah.
and it was a cool, quote unquote, cool
It's a
show.
cool show at a cool venue.
Cool show at a cool venue, and I don't. These are areas I'd like to stay out of.
Yeah.
The coolness of the thing. But I was like, you know what, dude? I was like, things are going okay for me. I'll dip my toe into the cool waters.
Yeah.
And boy, was that a mistake.
It was just a bad show. It
was
was no jokes. And then there was one guy that went up and told some jokes early on, and then there was a
Milan
friend,
Patel, very funny comedian.
he was fucking.
He's hilarious.
Hilarious. The audience was not even ready for it though.
No, because everybody else had gone up, and literally these guys, comedian, and I do a bit about something similar to this on stage. But comedians from New York come here and they're like, "Yeah, I'm just in town from New York," and whenever they tell a story about anything that happens to them, which people from the West Coast don't do, they have to be like, "Yeah, so I was on the E train and I went up six stops and I had to get off on Houghton Street, and then like I saw this guy, he was delivering Seamless, which is like their version of it's like they have to make it such a weird personal thing and nobody knows what you're talking about. Nobody knows. It is the fucking. It's so weird when they do that, and it's like.
Oh, and then they'll do Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah,
drops.
we were hanging out with Pete. It's like, dude, who cares? Nobody cares, and it's like, but they have to constantly weave in and out of this like New York.
Yeah. And
New
by
York
the way,
language that makes no sense to anybody unless you're literally in like one neighborhood in New York. Like, man, and you know how long it takes to get from Manhattan to Brooklyn, and it's like, not really.
Nobody
knows, and also nobody fucking cares.
Yeah.
Just
and by the way,
I'm so mad about it again.
If it had been that they were crushing. And they were doing well, it would have been like,
I wouldn't have said anything because I would have been like, oh, weird, they're crushing, good for them. But they literally are on, like, the guy goes up, does 2.5 jokes about nothing that are just like jokes that go nowhere. And
co-host unable to talk the whole time.
Yeah.
Two guys on the stage.
Yeah.
One guy couldn't get a word in.
Yeah. And the guy who could get all the words in was talking about nothing.
Yes.
And then he's like having full-on conversations, not like crowd work, just having full-on conversations with people he knows in the crowd.
Yeah.
And then like even whenever the other guy was on stage, he's bombing his ass off. And he's like, man, fuck you guys. These jokes are good. Man, these jokes are fucking fire. This is fucking, and it's like, he's saying nothing. And then someone's like in the crowd like, man, they're sensitive in LA.
Yeah.
And it's like, what fucking planet do you guys live on?
It's like you have to actually try to tell a joke.
It was unbelievable. And then he just goes on his phone. And he's like, yeah, so I was walking up 150th, and then I turned left on Blue Street, and then I got in a taxi cab nobody's ever heard of. Like it's like it's all so fucking specific that it makes me want to goddamn kill myself listening to it because it's just. Me and Kevin are on the other side of the room.
We're in the bar, and I was like, I'm not gonna have anything to drink. I've already had some stuff to drink. And then we watched one. Bruce like, you want some? And I was like, you know what?
Oh yeah, I started pound. I stopped drinking at halftime so that I could prep up for this show.
Yeah.
So I can get my bottom juice going and get ready for the show. And then I got there and I watched one comedian and I was like, hey, I hate that bar.
Yeah.
I fucking hate that bar.
Oh, it's a good bar.
No,
it's fine.
There's
always problems.
Oh yeah, I want to drink a $14 Coors Light is what I want to do.
Emo Phillips.
Dude, the bartender literally, it looked exactly like Emo Phillips.
You know that wig that and Always Sunny in Philadelphia that Frank.
No, I don't.
The little guy who's
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. He wears this wig to pretend to be like an art critic.
Dude,
the guy behind the bar has that haircut.
The bartender was nice. I hate that fucking bar so much. It's like, dude,
he was very nice.
He was nice.
They were very nice.
I went there. The last time I went there was a few months back whenever Kanang was in town, and we were hanging before, and he wanted to go over to a show there and hang. And COVID was over, and there was still like. They were giving you like N95 masks to like put on, and like they were giving. And then I literally took and I'm not a guy who argues with anybody about wearing them. I'm just like whatever, I'll do whatever I need to do. But it's like we're in this bar, and I like put my mask down to take a sip of my beer, and within like 10 seconds of me doing, somebody came over to me and told me to put my mask on.
Jesus.
And it's the show that we had gone there to see that first time.
Yeah.
I don't think they do that show there anymore because of, I think now the bar has laxed their COVID policies. And that show is such a fucking cesspool of bullshit that they were like, we're going to take it to another place where people have to wear masks still.
Really?
I have no idea. But back to the show.
Well, the thing about that type of show is like the East Side, and I feel bad if there's anybody out there that's like, don't talk about this shit because it's like, it just happened. So we were both pretty pissed. But Bruce, we were hanging out. We drove over there. I drove Bruce over there. And he's like, you want to go? I'm like, yeah, sure. Why not? And I went over there because it's going to be a cool show.
That's the thing. It was supposed to be a cool, and it was.
By the way, 4 camera angles. There was 4 cameras set up for this show, and it was just so bad. I feel bad, and it's like, what are you going to do? I don't think that people, I don't think that they set out for the show to be bad.
Sorry, give
But-
me 1 second.
Dude, I'll just keep talking. I don't mind. You know, I can make
I'm
fart
listening.
noises.
I'm listening still.
See, I can make fart noises with my hands. Like this is how I entertain myself when you're not talking to me. But yeah, we showed up and then we just had to keep drinking because it was so bad. And the one guy that went up, there was one guy that went up that did jokes and he was just bad. He was just doing street jokes and whatnot. Like the first guy that went up, you remember him? The big guy?
Oh yeah, he was almost speaking another language.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
I've never seen a crowd react less to a comedian, I don't think. And then
And then people started talking.
oh, people were just talking like it was like we were in a fucking airport terminal, like
Yeah.
an airport bar, and there was like a guy playing a guitar with no volume in the corner.
And I kept going, Bruce, when are you going up? He's going, I don't know, man. I'm like, go ask him. And he's like, they'll put me up or whatever. And then I'm like, dude, I got to go. I got a headache and I'm fucking hungry. And Bruce is like, well, dude, if you need to go, it's
I was
fine.
like, and because
I felt
was
bad 'cause I didn't
was
wanna
also I
leave
didn't
you there.
I didn't ask to do this.
Yeah.
I was asked to come to this show.
Yeah.
And then just awful comic after cool awful comic after cool awful comic goes up.
Yeah.
Just alienating the room to the point that truly everybody except like 8 people leave.
Yes.
And then the guy comes up to me and is like, "Hey, it's going to be one more person. There's going to be 2 more people and then you."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." And that was right whenever I was about to be like, "Hey man, I think I'm just going to take off."
Yeah.
And so then first guy goes up. He's the coolest one. The guy who's got, and he's like, "Why are we even doing this shit?" He goes, there's 3 more, supposed to be at least 3 more comics after him. He's on stage going, "Why the fuck is anybody even still here? I'm the last guy. Get out, go. Feel free to just leave. Like, go."
Really?
I swear to God, I swear. And I'm like, "Oh, cool. Like, I'm gonna go up 2 comics." And then the next guy goes up, who it's after the guy said, "I'm the last guy."
Yeah.
And then he was like, the host is on stage. He says, "Oh, we got 2 more comics." And then, this guy goes up, and I'm thinking, like, fine, whatever.
Everybody in the audience, they have their purse on their lap.
Literally,
like,
everybody is like leaning towards the door because they're all about to leave.
Yeah.
And then the co-host, the one that wouldn't stop talking, he has been absent for about an hour at this point.
Yeah.
Just nobody knows where he's at.
Right.
And then he comes. The guy's about to bring me on stage. He's basically saying, "Hey, we got 1 more comic."
Yeah.
And then the other guy comes out. He's like, "We got 1 more comic. You guys got to stick around." Like, he's like hyping me up. He's saying a lot of very nice things about me.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like, "I love this guy, Bruce Gray. He's so funny, like this, that, the other thing." And then the other co-host comes out, just grabs the mic and goes, "All right, y'all, we got 1 more comic. Give it up for a different guy."
What the hell?
And then a different guy just comes out, a guy who's like the king of cool, comes out.
yeah.
And then the other guy comes up to me and he's like, "Dude, I'm sorry." He's like, "Oh, you'll go next." And I was like, I grabbed him by both shoulders and I was like, "Hey man," I was like, "I don't want this to sound like I'm angry with you personally or that I don't whatever." I was like, because I do. I was like, "I really like you." I was like, "I think you're very talented and very funny." I was like, "But for my own mental health, I'm leaving."
Yeah, yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, I get it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right." And I go outside and Mike Menendez is there. He's like, "I'm going back that way. You want to ride?" He's like, I'm just finish smoking a cigarette with these guys and I'm gonna go. And I was like calling an Uber and I was like, truly, I was like, if I don't leave this bar right now, I was like, I might start breaking the windows of the place. I was like, I might go back in here with a hammer and just start dismantling the entire establishment.
All 4 cameras.
I might just go shatter the cameras. I might go.
Give me those SD
I might
cards.
just fucking cut all the mic cords. I might legitimately just stand in front of there and Bud Dwyer myself completely.
Dude.
I was fucking furious.
Yeah.
I still am pretty mad.
I could tell. I mean, like,
And it's literally, I was
Bruce
sitting
gets
there.
pissed.
I was sitting there and I was just like, I was so mad because I was like, I'm going to go up here right now. And I was like, to spite everybody, I'm going to try to crush as hard as I possibly
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm trying to spite this entire situation.
yes.
And so I was prepared mentally to walk on stage in 10 seconds and even though there's 9 people left, go fucking nuts and really fucking try to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? And it just oh my God, dude. Oh, I could have fucking screamed.
Dude, I should have taken a shot of that bottom juice and just popped up there and just sprayed everyone in the front row, dude. That's the way it would have gone down. See, and now I'm throwing stuff out and you're back on your phone, dude. It's like,
Sorry,
Jesus Christ. The priorities here, it's just out of whack.
No,
dude.
dude, sorry,
I
I'm
got
good.
kids trying to call me. I ignore them. My children are probably, they don't know where I am. I'm supposed to pick them up right now.
Dude, sorry, you got me re-fired up. I didn't even plan on talking about that fucking show. I forgot all about it. And then now I'm fucking fired up. And I got a lot of energy from my spinach salad and my bottom juice.
Dude, have you been eating healthy lately?
No. You were at the party yesterday.
I know, but
there was 100 different items of fucking garbage, and I ate all. I had a little bit of everything.
Dude, Dave Waite was real nice to me last night.
All right, dude, come on.
It's great. Oh, we talked about it last week a little bit.
I don't know, dude. I'm just so mad about that show. Just these fucking goddamn. Nobody. If you're doing stand-up comedy, you're not too cool to be doing stand-up comedy. You're a loser for doing stand-up comedy. Accept the fact that you're a fucking loser for talking into a microphone.
Yes.
No matter how little fucking. And all these guys are not like. They're not household names in any way. The only like reason they have any clout is because there's fucking these morons that like prop them up because they're cool, and it's like,
well,
oh my
also
god,
a little bit of nepotism. There's a little bit of that.
Just a fucking loser fest.
Yeah.
I've
never, because I've driven Bruce all over this country. You know, the Prius gets to 50 miles to the gallon. Bruce says, "Hey, I got this show. What are you doing?" I'm at home jacking off, furiously, unable to finish, and I'm just raw dogging myself. And Bruce is like, "You do it?" I got nothing. So I'll go with Bruce sometimes at these places. And I love going. I have
very
no
rarely
problem.
do I ask you because I need a ride, and more often than not, I'm just like, "Hey, do you want to come with me?"
Yeah,
to
no,
this thing?
totally. Yeah, and I enjoy hanging out. But then I'll go to shows, and there'll be shows that are great, and I feel like a fucking loser because I'm not on the show and whatever, and it's all psychological.
I feel like a loser now because I was supposed to be on that show. last night.
But I've never like gone to a show with you and then been like, "Hey, Bruce, I'm taking off. I know I drove you here. I know I said I'd drive you home, but I'm not gonna." At this show, I was
The way that we
leaving.
were looking at each other last night like everybody was speaking a foreign language.
Yeah. Well, the funniest part of the whole night was there was a guy who did a long setup, and then he told the joke and moved on to the next joke, and there was this big fucking buff black dude at the bar, and he goes, "That shit didn't pay off at all."
Yeah, I did.
For everybody to hear.
I did like that.
That shit made me die.
It's just, God,
That was the funniest guy in the room. He was crushing.
I just can't, man. And it's like
You're never past it, dude. You'll never be past that. I mean, I hope you will be.
I
some
just,
point. I will be.
I have a new hatred for a new type of person after last night.
Yeah.
Somebody I didn't even really think I'd even cared about at all. But now every single person on that lineup, I hate them now.
Except for Patel.
I love Milan Patel. I think he's one of the funniest
rules.
people alive.
Yeah.
But everybody else can just fucking rot, buddy. The host too, like the host. Like Milan.
Oh, yeah. He did not.
Everybody
rock the
else
room.
can fuck off.
Yeah. Now it was not a good time. And on top of that,
The drinks were $17 a piece. That's
Dude.
on top of that.
that was nuts.
That's what I mean. That bar is awful.
It's the worst.
We gotta
we
talk about something.
So we left the party, and the party kept going on.
Oh yeah, they hung out there till like midnight, drinking all the beer I bought and fucking.
And we were just sitting there paying $20 for a glass.
That's what made if there was I left
if there was a drink ticket or something.
I left the party to come home and shower and put on a cool outfit.
Yeah, and be sober.
I was sober.
Yep.
Sober enough. I could have drove to the party.
Yeah,
To the
show.
the show.
Yeah.
But I spent 7 hours yesterday at the Comedy Store making sure everybody had a great time.
Yeah, I left my comedy idol to go hang out with my closest friends to then go to the worst comedy show that's ever happened. Yeah, it was great times. But anyway.
I hope all of them get me too.
Yeah. So what's new? What are you auditioning for lately, Bruce? Huh? What's going on? What's hot? What's hot in the streets? You getting laid? You having sex? You fucking around? Do you have any dental work recently?
Oh, I can't afford dental work.
Nipple clamps?
No, I do have I think I have like a chafed nipple because my shirt keeps catching on it a little bit here and there.
It catches on? Is it like a hook? Your nipple's like a little hook down?
I don't know. I'm so mad about that show now. I came home and I stewed.
Oh, yeah.
I came home and I really stewed. The Uber driver was like, I got in the Uber driver and he's like, "What's up?" I swear he goes, "So is that like a bar?" And you know what I said to him? I said, "Never go there." I said, you should want to get. I told him, I said, if you want to go to a bar and
Yeah.
drink, and that's the only available bar. I said, you should sit on the bus stop out front and drink there.
Yeah, go to the 7-Eleven.
I said, that is the worst bar you'll ever go to.
Yeah.
I said, every single person that hangs out at that bar is a bad person. And then he's like, yeah, when I first get in, he goes, hey, I would have never noticed. He has a mask on. He's in the front seat. We're facing the same direction. I'm looking at the back of his head. He goes, yeah, man, I don't know if you didn't notice, but the picture isn't me in the Uber app. This is my dad's account. And I was like, yeah, I told him, I said, hey, man, I don't care. And I said, I told him, I said, truly, I was like, if I was you, I wouldn't tell anybody that because nobody's going to notice.
Yeah.
And then he goes, oh, okay. And then he was like, what's that, a bar? And I said, yeah, if you ever go in there, you should fucking kill yourself.
Yeah. Dude, what? By the way, if you were so upset, you probably would have been freaking out. You're like, wait, it's not, like, why would he tell me that?
Yeah, a little bit.
Jump out of the car.
I mostly was just like, hey, man, if you didn't tell me that, I would have not even noticed.
Yeah. Because
I don't look at the picture. I look at the car. I'm a racist guy. Everyone looks the same.
You and your dad, who knows? Yeah. Jesus.
No, the only thing I won't do is get into an Uber where there's two people in there.
Yeah.
Is where there's a driver and then like I've had two people try to pick me up where it's like the driver and like their girlfriend or something. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
Dude, right before I got to the Comedy Store, I called my daughter to just be like, how's it going? Because she went to a Super Bowl party. And she's like, it's crazy. My friend's this boy that liked my friend. Like he's like being weird or whatever. And then like we just went out and we just started dancing like in the halftime. And then her sister got her ears pierced. I'm like, damn. Yeah. I'm like, you are having a party right now. There's boys chasing girls and there's girls getting their ears pierced. And I went over, I just sat, I'm just hanging out. By the way, I was sitting next to Anthony and I'm like, we smoking and whatnot, having a good time. And I was like, hey, man, I go, you know the best part about this Super Bowl? The chicken wings. And he looks at me, rolls his eyes, he goes, wow, what an original take. And I was like, fuck. And then I go, no, Anthony, I really did have some good chicken wings. I really did.
Here's been laying it on heavy.
Yeah.
Super Bowl was great. Party was great. I hope everybody had a great Super Bowl.
I'm sure they did.
Rihanna.
My wife was at home, TikTok scrolling, and my son was playing Minecraft the whole time. And me and my daughter were both out partying, having a good old time.
So funny. Yeah, yesterday at the party, somebody was like, one of the girls who was at the party was like, yeah, I'm excited for Rihanna. And then Jess Wellington goes, Rihanna's coming? The party? Because she's been there a few times.
Yeah.
Riri, she's so hot, dude.
Wow. She's tiny.
I'd let her give birth on my face.
Really? Yeah. I'd do the afterbirth. I wouldn't do the full
That's
birth.
probably the ultimate bottom juice.
Oh, yeah. That's so nasty.
What else is going on in the world, dude? The alien invasion people are talking about?
They shot down 2 unidentified flying objects over some lake this last weekend.
Some lake? That's Lake Huron, buddy.
Yeah,
Show
yeah.
some respect to one of the Great
I don't
Lakes.
know.
You don't know the Great Lakes?
Yeah.
There's 5 of them. And you know what's crazy about that? They say about the Great Lakes? Not one of them mentioned is Ricky Lake.
Wow, that's good. Dude, there was a fucking Balderdash question that made me laugh. It goes, or maybe I can't remember what it's somebody, I heard this, but he was like, name a stuck-up body of water. And then they're like, Lake Superior.
Do you know that? I remember.
I
remember reading in the Guinness Book of World Records that the Ricky Lake show, that's 2 people set the world record for the longest kiss ever, and they made out for like 23 hours.
Dang, they haven't seen Don Barris perform.
Yeah. Which is funny because it's like, damn, you just make out for 23 hours. That's pretty sweet. I wonder if you have to keep tongue-to-tongue action.
I mean, you would have to, like, lube up your lips. I mean, my lips would be so chapped. I've made out for a long time. Did you ever make out like in junior high back in the day, dude?
Well, back in the day when you're like making out, it's like I've made out for hours on end, and it's
yeah.
like this is. At the time, you're like, this is the best thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And,
Shout out.
and Jared's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, dude. Shout out Mindy Murphy, Dina Bartu, man, junior high.
Oh, you were making out with them?
Oh yeah, dude. Mindy, she was great. She was like my good friend, and then we both had never like French kissed. And this is where it gets real juicy,
French
folks.
kiss.
Feel free to lower
That's
the
how
lights.
I know that you're old is because you were saying French kiss.
Dude, we were like 11 or 12.
No, I'm saying you're old now.
Yeah. Well, we were going around at the time. That's what we used to say when we were dating back in the day.
You were going with her?
Yeah, we were like, would you go around with me? That was literally going around. That was the not go with me.
Now,
It was
if I'm
like,
trying to ask somebody if they want to go around with me, it means around a fucking dude.
dude, yeah, and go around to the backstop and get you pregnant like Tracy Morgan. No, but she, I remember she just like, well, let's practice. I was just,
Oh,
dude, can you think about how horny you are?
Oh, of course.
Pre-puberty, like like in the midst of it, like
that might kind of make me feel shitty though, because it's like she's like, I don't even want to make. It's not that I want to make out with you. It's that eventually I'm going to want to make out with somebody else that's better than you.
Yeah.
But I will practice on you. Where if I went up to a chick and I was like, hey, I'm planning on fucking like a bunch of chicks pretty soon. Thought I might just kind of beat you up a little bit, have a couple practice rounds
what do you
on
think?
you.
I go too fast. Would you help me out? No. We were dating.
Where
we
were you
going
at?
around?
You were going around.
We were at her
where
parents'
were you at?
place.
You were at her. Were her parents there?
No, her parents were there. So what?
Whoa.
What I used to do. This
What
is
you had
what I used to
fucking
do.
you had something on the VHS?
So
or
I
on
would-
the Betamax.
I would do what Bruce does. I call my buddy and say, "Hey, I got a thing. You want to show up?" And so me and my buddy Jason would ride our bikes to the park, and then Mindy would meet us up with us at the park.
Would she bring her friend?
No, not always. Not
So it was just you
usually.
two making out with her?
So that me
Shut
and her
up,
would make
dude.
out, and then
And then she would make out with him too?
no, Jason would go ride his bike around. He'd jumping off jumps, having fun.
Well, because he's trying to impress her because he thinks if he hits one of the curbs hard enough,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
she's going to be like, wow, I should make out with Jason too.
dude, all those girls.
Damn, did you see?
we, everybody because nobody was having sex in it, the church, all my church friends, nobody that I was aware of, but everybody would date each other's girlfriends all the time. Like the one guy would date somebody and then they would break up, and then another one of really good friends.
Well, it's because there's only so many people.
yeah, especially with the church group. And
So you guys are just at the park making out.
yeah, dude, it was making out hardcore. And her
On a
parents
bench or you laying in the grass?
no, dude, we so there's
You climbed up on the tennis scorekeeper box?
no, dude.
The tennis court?
there was a tree that had been like it was like a big tree, but then the branches went down.
And so you were
it was like a
carving
canopy.
your name into it?
Yeah, we carve our name into it, but it was like a canopy. So we'd go in the canopy of the trees and make out. And then Jason was out there doing bunny hops on his bike.
Probably riding across speed bumps real fast.
No, but Jason, he got his.
Did he?
Oh, eventually, yeah. He didn't.
See, dude, he's over in the corner doing flatland BMX, trying to impress this chick, so maybe she'll make out with him.
Dude, he had his rock hopper, his specialized rock hopper, dude.
Wow.
That bike was sick.
So what's up with her now? Do you think that you guys should make out for old time's sake?
I mean, somebody's got to, that's what I tell my wife. I go, somebody's going to take this job over if you don't do it. I like this. By the way, I really like it's fun to do the character who's angry with his wife.
Yeah.
Who's not fucking.
His wife won't make out with him. So
Yeah.
There also is something very funny about making out with your wife.
Dude,
Like,
what-
you're just trying to make out.
Dude, sometimes I'll roll over. I'll just grab her. And she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, give me a little. give me a little smooch,
Dude, that's
baby.
what's up.
She like.
You are the woman and I am the man,
Yeah.
and you will bow to me.
I
That's what
stumble
say.
in at 3 a.m. after getting hammered at the comedy store. Baby, get over here. She's like, I have to be up for work in 4 hours.
It's 30 minutes.
Well, come here, kid.
See, back in my day, we'd all go to a place called the Marketplace in Bakersfield.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
truly, I don't think I've ever felt, nowadays, I don't know if I feel worse than for the people who had to work at the Marketplace or even people who were just trying to enjoy their Friday night. Because every Friday night in Bakersfield, about 1,000 teenagers would descend on the Marketplace. And
Yeah.
this place had like a movie theater, a bunch of restaurants, bunch of shops, a grocery store. Like, it's like a big thing. Oh, it's a motorcycle. That scared me. People are fighting. Teenagers are just fighting. We're walking by patio where there's a bunch of people eating on restaurant patios. I'm mooning.
Oh, yeah.
I'm mooning everybody, and then I'm like, I'm fucking shit. We're smoking cigarettes behind the Vons. It was just pure
Dude,
chaos.
you were a bad kid.
Dude, it was pure chaos
Yeah.
over there. And to the point where one time, you can find the article right now. If you look up like Bakersfield Marketplace police, they would start putting like 100 cops out there because teenagers were just fucking going ballistic.
Really?
But it was like the ultimate hang.
Dude, my fucking hair is wild right
You'd go there, your mom and dad, mommy, daddy give you a crisp
now. Yeah.
$20.
Hey,
bill.
Mom, I'm going to the marketplaces
Absolutely.
for the meetup with the study group.
When I was in sixth grade, the Marketplace is reserved for like 7th, 8th grade activities. And if you're in 9th grade, you're still going to the Marketplace,
Not cool.
lay low.
Remember the high school kid who brings the junior high girl to the dance?
So then, when you get into high school, you're going to the football games. You're making out, making out under the bleachers. You're threatening people. But at the Marketplace, 7th, 8th grade. But before that, 5th, 6th grade, mostly 6th grade, It was all about the Friday night roller rama skate session.
Dude, hell yeah.
6 o'clock to 9:30. No, there was the biggest gathering of sixth grade pussy you ever saw. You go there, you couple skate with a girl.
There's some guy with gray hair and glasses. He's writing down. He's pushing the glasses at 6 o'clock.
You know what the
to 9
ultimate
o'clock.
was? They eventually put a little indoor skate park inside the marketplace.
Fuck yeah.
I'm sorry, inside the Rollerama.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
right over by the arcade. So people were playing video games, whatever. So then you and your homeboys,
Yeah.
there's the roller rink right there. Girls are on the brick wall. They're on the chain link fence. They're watching you fucking shred.
Oh, yeah. You can drop in tonight?
Oh, dude, I was
Wanna
going
drop
hard.
in?
I was hitting the spine. I was hitting
Really?
the rail. Dude, I was pretty nasty for a minute.
On a skateboard?
yeah, yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Were you really?
Yeah, yeah.
You hit the spine on the
Yeah.
skateboard?
I wouldn't as much. I would either jump. I would either do like a early grab jump off of the side of it.
Yeah.
Or mostly what I like to do was go fast, go up the spine, then catch on my tail and trucks, then drop in the other side, go up the
Man.
quarter pipe. You hit a fucking maybe an axle stall. Maybe you do a fucking a nose stall.
Yeah.
Maybe you do a fucking full rock to fakie. Maybe you go all the way around, do a kind of a
Jesus
disaster
Christ,
kind of
sixth
thing.
grade.
A 5-0 across it. Go over the fucking
You
hump.
5-0 and across it? Were you 5-0 at the top
Oh
of
yeah, they weren't big. These were like maybe 4 foot tall
Okay,
quarter pipes.
okay. I was thinking like a 10-foot, you know? Like
No,
a
no,
big
no,
dog.
no. But I mean, I could.
We had one of those, and I saw a lot of kids
Oh, yeah.
eat shit on
Yeah,
that
there
thing.
was a whole bunch of things,
Which
But
is
even-
hilarious too, because like the instructors, like the guy who's in charge there is like a kid, like a 9-year-old kid with like elbow pads and one of those classic skater helmets and knee pads and wrist guards, and they're like, "All right, buddy, you're just gonna commit and just push it
Yeah.
down." And he's like 27 feet in the air,
Yeah.
and the kid just goes and just bam, just fucking
I would-
eats it.
I
and
would
be
go
like,
hard at the
"Oh,
roller
are you okay, Billy?"
And it's funny because I would almost as a joke, I would rent out some racing skates, and then almost as a bit, I would do shit around the skate park in the with the skates on.
Dude, see,
But I mean, on the skates, I'm going from the top of the quarter pipe, and I'm not just going and putting my wheels on the ramp and just going in. I'm going in and I'm jumping. I'm jumping into the quarter pipe, and with that, I'm hitting the spine in a way that I'm going up the little spine, and I'm throwing my right skate up so that I can get a little bit more air over the spine, hit it
Yeah.
on the thing. I was. Let's just say, I was couple skating quite a bit.
dude, I used to rollerblade when I was in 6th grade. I was all about rollerblading. It fucked up my my MCLs or the inner tendon.
Oh, I would
big
I would
time.
roller skate too. We're just sweaty as shit. You get a $5 cup that flashes different colors, and with that $5 cup, you're getting free soda
Unlimited
refills all
refills.
night long.
Hell yeah, dude.
So man, I'm telling you,
Those are the best times, man.
me and my bros, we're ripping up the skate park.
Yeah.
Only time I'm leaving the skate park, I'm getting a refill, I'm getting a slice, I'm talking to some ladies on the chain link fence. Only time I'm ever even fucking considering stepping on the fucking rink is because you know that I'm couple skating with Laura.
Oh yeah.
And you know I'm giving her a good smooch. First time I ever couple skated. First time I really, as like a more mature child, really macking down on a chick.
Yeah.
I go there, I do that, go home, in my room, turn on some Sports Center. Malice in the Palace, Ron Artest, beating the fuck out of everybody.
Wow.
I remember vividly. And then that girl, she
Yeah.
got into a little bit of the methamphetamine.
No.
But now, there's a few of these girls that got into a little bit of the methamphetamine.
Yeah.
And you know what they are now? Great moms. Just
moms.
beautiful. There's a few.
yeah.
There's about 10 of these chicks that I knew back in the day. And
You
I
should have stuck it out, buddy. You should have.
no, I mean, no.
You know, through
I
the meth.
think about this all the time. There are people that I was going around with, and I see them now, and they are very normal.
Yeah.
Very normal, legitimately beautiful family. But there's a select few of these people that got into a little bit of the crystal, got into a little bit of the heavy partying, a little bit of heavy weird stuff. But now they're like great parents with beautiful families.
Yeah.
And I almost want to message some of these people and be like, hey, I'm just really glad it worked out for you.
Yeah, yeah.
But I don't know if that sounds condescending or not.
It might.
I think it does, and that's why I
Depends on
don't do
who
it.
it is. Yeah. No,
But
there's
some of these people that I went with like that, some of them have sent me very nice messages and been like, hey, it's really cool to see the things you're doing.
Yes.
And just see that you were able to kind of take, basically you're saying that I was able to turn myself into a professional shithead
yeah.
from being a shithead back then a little bit.
Dude, I'm so bad at receiving compliments, those type of compliments, because I want because there's an immediate pressure for me to minimalize what they're complimenting me about, because I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I don't know if it's not that I don't like it. It's just that I feel like it puts them below me in some way when they're complimenting me about, like, dude, I'm just so glad you're out there doing it, man. You're getting after it or whatever.
It's because a lot of people are like, it's something that they want to do something, but they have.
But I'll immediately be like, I'm fine. No, sir. No, you don't. And they're like, oh, I thought everything was going good for you. No, sir.
Just be like, yeah, things are good.
Oh, I mean, of course,
lie.
I could instruct somebody how to do it, but in the moment, I'm always. Yeah. But there's been a couple of guys that are just, and I'll just be like, yeah, I'm struggling, man. I'm just, making a little bit of money here and there, doing my best. I'm happy that I'm doing what I'm enjoying.
Rip the sticker off.
But then they'll be like, a lot of these guys. I've had this conversation multiple times. They'll be like, man, I don't care if you were homeless out there, buddy. I mean, it's better than what I'm doing. I'm working at the fucking Lowe's. I'm ready to blow my goddamn brains out.
Look at my wife. Look how big her tits are. I hate them.
I'm sick of them. You're out there in Hollywood. You get to see all that stuff, man. Wow. And I'm just like, it's not. I mean, you have a 7-bedroom house with 3 pools, and you have 5 Lamborghinis. Like, yeah, I hate it.
I'd give it all up to be an open mic comedian,
dude. I think a lot of these guys are like that.
Look, they're all. A lot of these people are very miserable because they settled for whatever they're settling for.
Yeah.
And not everybody that isn't doing something creative is settling.
Yeah.
And most people, I would say, are pretty solid in what they're doing. But there are a lot of people who are very much like have had or have bigger aspirations for something else, but really are just like, I'm settling for this. And if you can settle with that without a lot of regret, that's great.
Dude,
that's why now, anytime
that's the dream.
Anytime somebody quits comedy and they are seemingly like, even if anybody quits comedy in general, I'm like, I used to be like, oh wow, I can't believe they did that. They're so funny. But now I'm like, hey, good for you. That's awesome.
Well, I mean, it's somebody, because I think most people in the arts just struggle with their mind. You know what I mean? Like artistic people.
Not me, dude. I'm fucking bulletproof.
Yeah, right.
Just screamed for 30 minutes about how fucking mad I am about that show last night.
Dude, but like that level of anxiety or whatever, like, does foster the thought of, man, I should just go get a job sometimes, you know what I mean? And so when you see somebody who's like settles with that, and they're like, you know what? I got my father-in-law. He owns this manufacturing plant. I'm going to go down there, be an assistant manager. He said he's going to give me the place eventually. And you're like, that sounds great, man.
Yeah, I would love to take over my father-in-law's business.
Yeah. But I know,
what's crazy is that my father-in-law is a professional inseminator. So he just fucks chicks all day. And
I thought you were saying he like shoves his hand inside of a horse's ass.
A human inseminator. Because he runs his ad.
I don't know how it works still.
No, he runs a business where people don't want to do artificial insemination.
Yeah.
They just want like a stud to just jump up and just blast inside of him. So he does that all. Yeah, I think he busts about 8 loads a day.
Your dad.
My father-in-law.
Oh, your father-in-law. I see.
Yeah.
I like to see your dad.
And he said one day he's going to give the business to me.
I'm going to hand it over to you, boy.
He said he's got a lot of customers who've been coming to him for years. And they recommend people. He said he has a big database email list.
Dude, that's how you make it.
Yeah, he has an office.
Yeah,
and it's just a room with a heart-shaped bed in the middle.
Yeah.
And it spins out of the wall, and so
dude, that's sick. Like Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Dude, that rules.
Yeah,
dude, someday you'll be able to do that.
Yeah, get a heart-shaped bed.
No, I used to do an insemination business, but people kept coming back, and he'd already be pregnant, and I'd be like, "What's happening here?" And they're like, "Come on. Just one more taste of the Tinkin'."
Yeah.
Give me one more taste of the
Tinkin'.
Tinkin'.
You could open up a shop in the marketplace. It's a yogurt shop in the front, Taste of Tinkin'. And if people give you a double wink, you take them in the back to the heart-shaped bed and have sex.
Yeah, I go, we're out of white chocolate mousse.
Ooh, baby.
By the way, TCBY white chocolate mousse.
TCBY.
The country's best yogurt. Dude, I don't even know if it's around anymore, but TCBY, shout out.
I'm a Yogurtland guy, dude.
Well, Yogurtland's great. I mean, that's modern day stuff. But the original,
I've heard of TCBY.
I used to go to the Pavilion West Shopping Center where they had a.
This sounds a lot like a little bit of a marketplace.
Oh yeah.
Next time we're in
Dude,
next time we're in Bakersfield, I'm going to take you to the marketplace, and you're going to see how it's the fucking devil's playground for 7th graders, dude.
It does sound similar because the Pavilion West Shopping Center was all pink, and it was a big parking lot in the middle. Yeah. This is where me and my buddy Brian drugged a
chick.
Yeah, we drugged a chick.
Fucked her.
No, we drug a kicker ramp. So we made a kicker ramp. We were probably 10, 11. And we made a little kicker jump ramp and put wheels on the front of it so you could turn it up, and then rollerbladed with us for about a mile to the Pavilion West Shopping Center because it was a big parking lot. And then we saw a Mazda Miata, Bruce.
And you jumped the Mazda Miata?
I tried to.
And whose Mazda Miata was it?
We don't know.
And you didn't make it.
I shattered the side window and rolled over the top of the Miata. And we left.
You just ran? And so somebody tried to rob me, but they didn't.
Yes. Dude,
what the fuck?
Some 11-year-old kid. And I remember my buddy was just yelling at me. He's like, do we have to get the ramp?
Oh, you left the ramp?
Fuck yeah, I left the ramp.
Do you know how fucking mad I would be if I
told him, I'm like, go get it. Go ahead. I'm not going back there right now. We'll go back there in like 2 hours.
To get the ramp after the person left. But imagine right now you come back to your fucking. I'm trying to see if they still have the Roller-Rama West skate park on here because of how fucking hard I go.
We stashed
I'm saying now you come back to your car, your window is shattered. There's a kicker ramp next to it. You obviously know somebody tried to jump your car and didn't make it. And you probably know nowadays there's a video of it out there.
Oh, 100%.
That's going to go viral of a kid trying to jump your car and fucking.
Yeah. No, we recorded it. We were recording it because we were going to send it into Rollerblade. And they never
Rollerblade magazine.
Yeah, well, no, Rollerblade had like a team Rollerblade, so
you were trying to get sponsored.
So we sent them a VHS of us doing it, and they sent me a check back for $75.
Is that true?
Yes,
that's a good amount of money.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah! I rented.
So you had a video out there of you trying to jump the Miata, shattering the window.
Yeah,
and then
never have seen it again. I don't know if they used it or what, but it was literally just
you sent them. You didn't copy it. You just sent them the only copy.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, I mean, I was a kid, dude. And by the way, the amount of effort that went into putting a tape in a manila envelope and finding out how many stamps I'm supposed to put on it. Like,
yeah, it looks like you're sending like a ransom video.
Dude, it was
a tape
wild.
in a manila envelope. Looks like you're trying to kill the president.
And also, I didn't want anybody to know about it because I was scared that I was going to get arrested or get in trouble for it because I was like a good kid. Never done anything like that before.
Which side did you shatter? The side with the ramp on it or the other side?
Passenger side.
Where was the ramp?
Oh, it was on the passenger side.
So you just rode right into it. You didn't.
No,
you didn't clear it and then like kick it on the way out again. You just jumped directly into the car.
No. So I went up and then my one of my skates clipped the top of the Miata.
Oh, it was a convertible.
No,
a rag top.
Yeah, it was a rag top.
So you clipped that. You hit the top part of the window and it shattered the window.
Yes, and then I like because I. Oh shit! Then I bailed, and that's when I rolled over the top of it. But yeah, not a great time. Yeah, we used to go there and we'd jump over shopping carts and just have a blast. My buddy Brian was wild, dude. He was doing like 8 stairs.
See,
on
I
skateboard and shit.
I was very proficient at skateboarding and rollerblading, but I didn't have the wild factor to like jump downstairs.
Dude, that was what it was.
But like at a skate park,
the kids with bad parents were fucking great at skating.
Yes, they would fully send shit out.
Yes,
that's what I didn't have the fully send mentality.
Dude, I couldn't do it either.
I was too.
Those guys with balls, they did that shit.
Oh yeah, it's funny that you say kids with bad parents because now I'm thinking of all the kids I hung out with that were down to send shit like that, and their parents were awful.
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, there's something about that. I don't know if it's because you're used to getting beat up, so you're just like, who cares? It's not as bad as my dad hit me with a light pole or whatever. Yeah. Like, but yeah, dude, he used to fucking. Oh, I was so jealous. It was him and this other kid that I never I was scared of this kid. Like he was tough and he would like beat people up. but he was really good at skating, and he was friends with my other buddy who was good at skating. And it's kind of like I'm friends with this guy, and he kind of knows this guy. This guy, I don't like this guy, but he's there. But he was so fucking good, dude. He was doing kick flips down like 10 stairs
Yeah, so
when we were 12.
Yeah,
it was nuts.
I grew around a few kids like that. And you would go to these places where there was a few times where like a friend of mine from junior highs, his brother is really good. And so there was a few times where his brother's younger.
Yeah.
And so like even a few years ago, we went to this skate shop in Bakersfield that had a mini ramp out back, and like all these kids that were like skating on it basically like cleared it off so that he could skate on it. But it was like me and another guy who were friends with his older brother were there. So I also got a few runs of me just like like just bare. It is whenever I'm like 24 and I'm like I could do a little bit here and there, you know, but it's like this like pro level skater. It's like because I am around him and like I know his older brother, I get a few runs in here too, you know.
Yeah, dude. Have you seen that video? This guy's a hero to me. There's a video of a guy.
He's a hero to me.
He is, dude. There's a big old fat guy.
Oh, the rollerblader guy?
Yeah, and he does the backflip, and he's got his shirt off.
Has
dude.
hands in his pockets.
Woo.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking hero.
Dude, he's the best, man. He's ruling at that. He's the owner.
It's so loud. It's so loud when he lands.
Yeah,
on those skates.
He's got his hands in his pockets.
The impact is so fucking loud on the skate. That you know that loud skate sound, and it hits that loud sound that I can't even describe. Yeah,
dude, it rules.
See, now there's mega babes who wear roller skates to the skate park and they like do their thing.
Oh,
you
yeah,
these mega babes.
That's the new thing. I mean, my daughter and her friends are into roller skating. Like she has her own roller skates.
I'm talking about. No, I'm talking about. There's like like pinup girl looking chicks that do like roller skating tricks at the skate park and are like pro.
I love the new confidence of women out there just owning it. I'm like, yeah, take your top off.
Well, you know what's cool with action sport?
Yeah, we're proud of you.
Pull your boobs out and jump out of the skate park.
Own it, baby. Come on, don't be ashamed.
Let me take your boobs out, chick, right there.
I can do it. You should be able to do it.
Me and my friend were watching you from across the skate park, and you're doing a great job. But we were just thinking that maybe if you pulled your boobs out while you were doing it, it would be easier for
Look,
you.
we're over there. I don't want to step on anyone's toes here, but we're thinking that's probably the societal pressure that's making you keep your shirt on in such hot weather.
Like that's my friend over there, the guy who's reading the newspaper with two eye holes. You see my buddy over there? He's got a newspaper with two eye holes cut out of it. Yeah, him right there. See, he just acknowledged us, but there's a newspaper in front of him.
Yeah, if he shuffles it, he's saying
he shovels. If he flips to sports, that's when if he flips to the sports page, that's what he's having.
It's on. There's holes in every page, though.
Dude, I might get back into the newspaper.
Really?
I like the newspaper. Do you ever?
I mean, I used to be a paperboy. I was a paperboy for 3 years.
Whenever I was in high school and I got put in the stupid kid class, I would read the entire newspaper every morning because I was like, I'm trying to waste as much time of the day as possible. I would read the entire newspaper.
That's not a stupid kid thing, though. That's like a smart person thing.
But I was doing it to waste time. And I've talked about that with you on here before, right?
About being in special ed?
It wasn't in special ed, but it was definitely between special ed and normal.
Yeah, the bad kids.
It was kind of like stupid by choice / bad kid class.
The chair throwers.
Yeah. Oh, dude, there was this one time this girl in that class started stapling in her arm, and the teacher made everybody leave the class.
What the fuck?
One of those kids, this Indian fella, he ended up killing a guy like 2 years later.
Jesus Christ. That's nuts.
I helped him.
An honor killing?
I helped him. There was a big honor killing situation in Bakersfield, though.
Really?
I'm trying to remember exactly what happened because there's a lot of Sikh folks out there.
Yeah.
And something like this chick was pregnant, and then she her parents made her have the baby at home, and they fucking squished the baby, and then they somebody shot somebody.
Oh my
or somebody
God.
killed somebody.
That's wild.
I know. If you Google Bakersfield Singh murder, I'm sure that's what comes up.
Yeah, probably. I gotta look that up. That's wild.
Yeah, and I helped with that too.
That's great. No, and that's a beautiful
dug the
religion. I think people should do that in religion more. I think.
Really,
yeah, really.
That's what you got to give these folks outside of Christianity and stuff who really.
They're really committed.
They're really committed to that shit because really, it's like in Christianity, you're supposed to be killing your friends Like,
Yes.
you're supposed to kill your wife. Like,
Yes.
like if your neighbor is loud, you're supposed to go over kill them. Like,
Kill
you're
'em.
like you're supposed to like kill people all the time.
Yeah, if she
That's
walks
why-
too close behind you when you're
You
in
kill
in
her.
public, you gotta
just kill
pour
her.
acid on her.
And that's
face.
what people, and like a lot of other religions, they really stick to their guns. Where Christians kind of let it slide.
They're real loose. These fake ass Christians and Catholics, like, oh, go to church. And
Maybe
then
we
you
should be
see
killing
them.
people more often.
Yes, in the name of God.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly.
That's
Because there's people who make it their entire life's goal to hate one specific person. It's like, just kill them.
just do it. Get it over with.
If you're really,
Which brings us all the way back to that show last night.
I'm not going to kill anybody from the show last night. I just am going to hate them from afar for truly the rest of my career.
Yeah, probably. Every moment you have a chance to
These
dig
little
in, you say
fucking-
something.
God, how awful was that?
It was bad. It was bad.
I don't know if I've ever left a show without going up because of. I don't know if I've ever done that before.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't.
Maybe it's some kind of newfound confidence in myself to whatever. But I saw the situation.
I've left a lot of open mics not getting.
Oh
pulled,
yeah, that's
but
normal.
that's it.
That's normal. But I don't think I've ever been booked on a show, gone there, waited around, realized this is nothing good is going to come out of this, and just left.
Yeah,
And I wanted to leave a lot earlier than I did.
yeah.
And I you got to give me credit there because I did. I was like, I'm gonna fucking leave. And you were like, all right, let's go. And I was like, I sat there and I thought on it.
The moment you said any idea about it,
Oh, you were like, cars. Oh, you crashed the car through the wall. You're like, let's get out of here.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I was.
And even when you're
I was
like,
trying. I tried so hard.
you texted me, you're like, hey, I'm gonna go up in 2. I'm like, I'm gonna wait in my car. Then I just did, and then you're
And then
like,
I texted you I think 20 minutes after that. And I
Yeah.
said, I'm gonna. No, I texted you about 10, maybe 15 minutes after that, and I was like, get out of here, man. I was like, get to save
Yeah.
yourself.
You're like, I'm
And
not
then
going up
and
for
then about
another
10
20.
minutes after that, I was like, I have fucking left.
yeah. And I was at
stuck
a
it out.
burger shop eating in a parking lot, like, ugh.
I stuck it out as much as I possibly could.
Yeah.
And I came back here and just stewed. Just fucking stewed.
I get it.
I tried to put some stuff on the TV, turned it off.
I stew when nothing happens, so I get it. You know,
a stewer.
I'm a stewer too. Because I'm a nice guy out there on the streets, and I hold it all in. You know,
People betray you.
yeah. Sometimes they do, yes. And I hold it in. I don't say anything, and then when I get home, my wife's like, "What is wrong?" And I'm just like, fucking. And then I pull up Path of Exile. I go, let's get all this fucking anger out, and I build this badass, and I just murder billions of
See,
monsters.
I can't start playing MLB The Show because then I'll be too. You got to
You're
have
gonna
right.
get suspended again. You know?
I did get suspended the one time.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you got it again.
Oh no, no. And you know what's funny is with the time I got suspended from PlayStation Network, it's because the guy was complaining that I was taking too long in between pitches.
Yeah.
And so I said, "Sorry, I'm getting a blowjob from a guy right now." And he reported me, and I got suspended.
Dude, I love that. I love it.
Or no, no, he was also mad at me because he was throwing a perfect game on my ass, and with 1 out in the bottom of the 9th inning, I bunted for a single, and he was furious.
I get it.
He was so mad.
I'd have
would've
banned
been-
you too.
People have tried to do that to me before too, and
Yeah.
I could see the anger. But also in that game, you got to be of sound body and mind, and you got to be very even keel.
Yeah.
But also,
It's not just a physical game; it's a psychological.
Kelly
game
and
as
Allie
well.
both make fun of me because I talk out loud while playing that game.
Yeah.
I would say every 30 seconds.
You sound like that's my son does.
Yeah, but I'm not like, what the fuck? I'm like, God, yeah. I'm literally just like, you got to get that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm literally talking to myself because I'm
Yeah.
like, I took a bad angle to dive for a ground ball and I missed it. And I'm like, you got to get that.
yeah.
Or I'll be like, what are we doing? Or I'll hit one and it'll be a pop out, but it'll show on the contact and timing thing. It'll say good. And
Yeah.
I say this more than I would like to say. I yell just a tiny bit and I go, what's good about that? If it's good, why isn't it a fucking home run? Why isn't it a hit? Why is it a fucking measly pop out?
I will have my
best game-
headphones
best game's
on
ever been made.
when I'm playing, and I'll just be like, what happened? What is happening?"
Yeah.
And my kid, what's up, Dad? I'm like, it's a pointless video game. I'm frustrated. And then he'll be playing, and he'll be like, "What the heck, dude? Why? No!" And I'm like, "Who you playing with?" "Nobody." I'm like, "Who are you talking to?" He goes, "I'm just talking to myself, Dad." I'm like,
I'm doing a lot of that. I'm doing a lot of that. Why did you Why would you swing at that?
Yeah.
'Cause somebody throws a nasty slider, and I'm like, huh?
Dude, and I'm playing this very involved game where I'm just like, I just invested so many fucking divine orbs into that map. and
All
I'm
my
like,
divine orbs are gone.
shit. And if I didn't get the payoff, I died in the map. I couldn't complete it. Yeah, it's not good. If you guys enjoy us talking about any of this, the inside baseball of stand-up comedy at all, or if you don't, let us know at bagfriespod@gmail.com. Just reach out, or throw something on the Discord. It's up there. The Discord is in the description of this podcast, so go and sign up for that. Rate and review, subscribe. Bruce is on his phone.
You're doing the thing. I'm sitting in a Ville's at the Comedy Store.
Just rubs it in my face.
No,
just rub it
have
in
to
my
do-
face.
I was supposed to do
right
this
in
by
here.
2, and it's 3:45.
I know. I don't. That's the nice. I have unlimited time to send my avails in. I never have to send them in. It's great. If you like Bruce Gray, go to follow him on all social media. I'm Kevin Tinkin. Two gay guys just having fake relationships with women in order to keep up the ruse that we're straight heterosexual men. And if you've enjoyed that, God bless you, and I appreciate it. Bruce,
Yep.
when's that show in Fresno?
Friday.
Friday.
Full Circle Brewing, 8 p.m., $15.
You're going to be able to look up from your phone
featuring
for 5 seconds.
I'm reading. I was literally reading the fucking flyer. Me and
I mean,
Cooper Lyden, very funny young man.
Who else is on that show? Anybody we know?
Nobody that fucking matters.
That's not
No,
true.
there's 2 other people. I don't know who they are. The host, another person. I don't remember the names.
All right.
But long story short, if you're listening to this, Fresno, baby.
Fresno, baby.
I got some other stuff coming too. Portland in May, San Luis Obispo next month, Phoenix, Tempe Improv, the 1st and the 2nd of March, and then Don't Tell Comedy, the 3rd and the 4th of March, all in Phoenix and Tempe.
Yep. I got all my dates on Instagram, so go check those out. Comedian Cinema Club is back. We're doing those shows. Bruce is not involved.
I am
not involved.
I am not involved.
And he's going to Fresno without me. I'm doing Comedian Cinema Club without him. So stay gay, stay free. I love you.
Also, Phoenix, great city. I love Phoenix.
What? You just
I really like it there.
non sequitur? Just
Great food city, great bars, great fun time, great comedy crowds, Waffle House.
yeah. All right. All right. A little shout out to
Phoenix.
the entire city of Phoenix.
Tempe
So,
Improv, 1st and 2nd of March.
shout out to Ty Rivera.